Hello. So, who is wondering why so early in their New Year's resolution that they've quit? Anybody going like, shit, I had full intentions of getting my fitness in order, my nutrition in order, my goals achieved, clarity for where I want to go with my work because I hate my job, or attracting a relationship, or whatever it is. Read more books. Is anybody going like, how did I give up on that already? Or how have I been inconsistent? Okay? The reason we struggle as humans is because we do not have clarity in our lives. Period. Okay, clarity is the number one thing that you need in order to do anything. Or else you can't just do it just to do it. Like, we all know that exercising is good for us, or eating healthy is good for us, or thinking positively is good for us. Everybody knows this, but nobody does it. 2% of people are actually doing it and stick to it. It's part of their lifestyle. 2% of humans. Okay? So why is that? You have to understand that you have this thing called a human mind. Okay? So your spirit, your soul, entered into the human experience. The body is the thing that executes, and that's what we put our New Year's resolutions on. But that's not the thing that's making the decisions. It's just the executor. It's like I always picture like a cartoon, or the big brute that does all the work, and then you've got the little guy that makes all the decisions and tells you what to do and whatever. Okay, that's your mind. Okay, and that's actually what decided, I don't like my appearance, or I feel like crap, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, right? Dry January, whatever it is, right? I was talking to somebody yesterday that's doing dry January, and they're just like, oh my gosh, why did I decide to do this? Because it's habit. We're in the habit of not exercising, not eating certain foods, drinking every day after work. It's just a habit. Okay? And your human mind is what makes the decisions. And 98% of what we do is habit driven. Okay? And anybody who's ever succeeded in giving up things like smoking or whatever, right? Smoking or drinking, you'll know and be able to attest to the fact that the biggest struggle is in just the everyday habits. I link waking up and having a coffee with smoking. I associate driving with smoking. I associate break time with smoking. I associate whatever. We associate certain things, and it's getting through those pieces that's the thing to move forward through. Okay? The human mind is like this very intricate landscape, and it's filled with all of your thoughts and emotions and everything that you've ever experienced. That's what it's full of. Okay? So if your mind is in the habit of doing one thing and you're saying, oh, but we're going to do the other, unless you've made a decision and you have clarity on where you're even going, you're not going to even make a decision if you're like, what the hell are we doing this? I don't see where I'm going. That's why everybody gives up. We've already had International Quitters Day. An obscene amount of humans set New Year's resolutions on January 1st, and by the second Friday in January, they've quit them. Start again in September. That's like the other January, right after summer's done. Everybody's ready to, I'm going to get back into it. Or maybe you started a week after, so you're just getting to the point. You'll be quitting by this week. Okay, and it's only because you haven't formed the new habits, or at some point you let yourself off the hook. And then you're like, oh, I didn't eat this way because I had a wedding on Saturday, and, I ended up drinking, and then whatever I wanted to eat on Sunday when I felt like crap. Right? Okay, so I may as well, I'll start over Monday. And we start over Monday, and by Wednesday it's done. Same thing. Okay? The reason we have this is you don't have clarity on where you're going. You don't know why you want it. You don't have like a for sure why. Okay? You don't need to know how this is going to happen. You just need to know what you want and why you want it. Okay? Then it's not caving. It's like getting yourself in the environment of people that are also doing this. Okay? So you're not caving to all the external distractions and noise. Okay? In our world, we are bombarded with a constant influx of just information, opinions, expectations. They're not even yours. They're like society's. Okay. But the external noise, this is what will drown out your inner voice. And it'll make it really difficult to kind of decipher what truly matters. And then on top of that, you have this built-in fear and uncertainty. Okay, anything that we can't like guarantee, even though there's no guarantees, hint, hint, okay, there's no guarantees. But anything we can't guarantee, we just don't go all in on because we fear it. We fear uncertainty, and it clouds our judgment. I don't know about you, but when you're in that state, it makes it really difficult to make decisions and align with our authentic self. This is why clarity often requires us to embrace the discomfort and the uncertainty. Because there's going to be so many things in this life that you no idea how to get it. But it's in the leaning into it where you start to get some momentum, and then more clarity comes. It's like a beautiful cycle, right? Have a thought, you get clarity on it, you take action, you get more clarity, you have a thought, you get clarity, you take more action. Okay? Don't underestimate, like you constantly, another reason why you've given up on your New Year's resolution already is you have like an evolving list of priorities. And it's a lot easier to just let your habits hijack you than to compete with them while also surviving. What would it look like if you weren't in survival mode anymore? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if you weren't just like constantly in survival mode? Where you actually had super clear awareness about where you're going and only made decisions that led you there. Anything that doesn't lead you there, not interested. Either way, you're in a process of evolution. Either way, you're evolving. Okay? It's happening. So doesn't it make sense that you would want to evolve into a higher version of yourself that is actually like getting the results that they want? Their bank account looks different, their health looks different, their relationships look different. Your only thing is moving past the self-doubt. And you might say, no, I don't have any self-doubt. I'm very confident. Are you getting the results that you want? Do your health, wealth, and relationships reflect what you really desire? Because the only reason you don't have those things is you. It starts and ends with you. Nobody else. I'm not responsible for what your health looks like, what your relationships look like, and what your bank account looks like. I'm responsible for mine. And I can tell you it begins and ends with me. And people that get into this work, sometimes they go, well, it's all in divine timing. It is in divine timing, but you get to accelerate that as well. Because the universe is only responding to you. It's like a magic genie. Okay? It's responding to you. So it's up to you to overcome the self-doubt and needing like external validation for everything that you're doing before you do it. The moment you start really leaning into this, your whole life will change. Your whole life will change. And all you need is purpose and direction. Learn how to make decisions. Give yourself some evidence that you can have some resilience when challenges come up, that you don't go into survival mode or like your habitual way of doing things. And then watch everything in your life change. You might get into this work to go, okay, I really need to like change my financial situation. But I can promise you in the process of changing your relationship with money and your financial situation, you will naturally become healthier. Your relationships will improve. And you are going to feel this fulfillment within you. And it's not because you then have more money. There's lots of really wealthy, rich people that have zero self-fulfillment. They still feel like they're on the hamster wheel because now they want it. They don't know how to maintain it. I can tell you right now, I'm not worried about not having money. I'm not worried about my relationships. I'm not worried about my health because I know I'm in charge of it and I know what I think about all day, every day. If you are looking for clarity, having a workshop on it next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern, register for it. And I want you to like, between now and then, I want you to imagine waking up every day with a clear vision of what it is that where you're going, where you feel empowered to overcome obstacles and stepping into the life that aligns with your truest self. Because that's what we're going to explore. That's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you guys some work to do on yourself with it. It's free. Join it. There's also been a clarity challenge this month. Who's been in on it? Awesome. But in the workshop, we're actually going to decode the science behind vibrational frequencies so that you can get in alignment with your goal, because your frequency is dictated by you only in the decisions you make in your life. Deal? Awesome. I will see you guys on Monday. I can't wait to get some clarity with you. Have an awesome day. Bye.